Let's move on now and talk about that brand new bike, the third one that we promised you today. It is the V15 from Bajaj. Now, it's a big, bold claim from Bajaj, trying to get into the commuter space with something a little bit sexier and making that claim, like I said, of straddling both the 125 and 150cc space with this bike. Has Bajaj been successful in doing that?
Total success has eluded Bajaj in the 150cc commuter motorcycle space. Sure, the Pulsar 150 is one of the most popular motorcycles in this range, but that's more premium and less workhorse. And the Discover 150s haven't fired volumes for Bajaj. So now the motorcycle manufacturer has decided to shake things up a bit with the V15. The latest 150cc commuter bike from Bajaj, and one which comes with a bit of heritage as well.
For somebody looking for a commuter motorcycle and wanting to make a statement, something different from what you have the sport, the plain Jane commuter motorcycles, this one certainly will find appeal.
You could find the headlight styling a bit quirky, or the very simple instrument panel which only gets an analog speedometer, odometer and a fuel gauge a bit too simple. It's been kept minimalistic to cut down costs, but we feel the premium tag of the V15 could have been pumped up a bit with a better cockpit feel with a slightly better equipped instrument panel. Where the V15 differs from any of the current 150cc engines from the Bajaj stable is that this one has been built keeping in mind the strong personality of the bike. The brief, we're told, was to have an engine which will give a sense of a solid, stable ride rather than outright lightning fast performance and the inherent sporty nature that we've come to identify Bajaj bikes with. In a way, it's a step away from the norm, but it's a conscious effort to make a commuter feel strong, stable and make a statement much like a strong, silent personality. And that becomes apparent the moment you step out on the V15. The exhaust note is meaty, deep-throated and quite bassy for a 150cc bike, and you open the throttle, there's no drama. There's no strong and urgent lurch forward. The clutch needs to be disengaged fully for the power to kick in, but it moves with strength. The pull comes in strong and low, and the meaty exhaust note complements the engine's character. In fact, within the city and in traffic, it's quite a pleasant bike to ride around, potter around without a care in the world, the grunt of the engine coming in low and strong. You could change gears in rapid progression and the engine will pull cleanly without a hint of stress or knocking. In fact, fifth gear is good enough to pull cleanly from as low as 38 to 40 km per hour. What this means for the average commuter is less gear changes, less stress and effortless riding in the urban jungle.
Be it in a larger city like Pune, smaller towns, even in rural areas. If you're the kind of guy who likes to ride in a relaxed manner, slowly and nicely, you could quite like this bike. On the flip side, if you're the kind of guy who does a lot of highway riding, you want to do a lot of highway riding, then this may not be the bike for you, because anything above 70, 75, 80, the vibrations start creeping in and it's not got too much power up there.
So where does the Bajaj V15 fit in? It looks quite different from the kind of 125 to 150cc bikes that you're used to seeing on the streets. Now, Bajaj has high hopes from this bike, expecting to sell about 50,000 units of the V15 every month once deliveries begin and a smooth production sales cycle is maintained. But will it be a success? Or will it slowly disappear as a limited edition homage to heritage and history? We will certainly be watching closely. Priced at 62,000 rupees ex-Delhi, which includes standard accessories like the rear seat cowl, an additional grab rail and a crash bar, the Bajaj V15 isn't what you'd call a very expensive proposition in this segment, sitting right in the middle of the 125 to 150cc segment. What it does offer is a different commuter motorcycle, both in terms of looks and performance.